I'm going to cover the PowerPoint on writing academic summaries and paraphrasing. So you will have this information, this video, when you do your summary and paraphrase practice due Wednesday, and then you will also have it when you write your summaries of your 5 articles, the big assignment that's due on Friday night. So let's go ahead and click over to Module 3. And let's click to our Watch for Module 3 folder and find our PowerPoint folder. So you can have this PowerPoint and look at it as many times as you need while you're doing these assignments. So let's go to our Guide to Writing Summaries. All right. We're going to open that up, and then we're going to start this PowerPoint on summary and paraphrase. So first of all, we ask ourselves, what is a summary? Because I say summary, I want to make sure everybody knows what a summary is and that we're all on the same page. A summary is a condensed retell of the content of the original text. So you're simply telling the reader what's in the article you read. Don't allow yourself to analyze, interpret, or evaluate in this summary paragraph. This is like an essay 2, the visual rhetorical analysis essay, when I asked you to describe the ad, to simply describe it and not to analyze it. That's what it was, a summary of that ad. This is a summary of the article. What do summaries do? So they give the reader a capsule of information about the source. The best summaries provide what I refer to as even coverage of the original text. So in other words, if you write a 5-sentence summary, each of those sentences should cover about 20% of the article. Think about this as zooming out, so you're seeing a bigger picture, but still the whole picture. So how do I write a summary? It sounds really complicated, but really it's just a series of steps that you need to follow. So the following slides are your step-by-step guide to making sure you don't miss any of the required elements of an academic summary. This is the same information that's in your assignment sheet. And so here's just a little hint. The final summary that you do is going to be about 7 to 10 sentences long, and this is for each one of those 5 articles. So you're going to have 5 separate summaries. So here is your summary guide. We'll start with step 1. Step 1, who wrote the article, where was it published, and when was it published? Your job in step 1 is to identify the author of the article and something important about that article. In other words, how is he an expert? Why is he writing this article? Then you're going to identify the title of the text where it was published. So that's the journal or the magazine or the book. And you're going to tell me a little bit about that publication or publisher. This is going to be 1 sentence long. Step 2 tells me about the purpose and the content of this article. So first, identify the main thing that the text is trying to do. Try to choose an action verb to represent the main purpose of the text. Second, identify the topic or the content of the text. Choose a word or a phrase to represent the content of that text. And then you put those 2 things together into 1 or 2 sentences. So here's, I skipped over, let's go back. So here's your example. In the Time magazine article, Pugs Are Precious, social researcher Bob Smith makes the argument that pugs are the best pets to own. So that is a brief overview of that article. That's not a summary, it's just a very brief overview. It's going to be 1 or 2 sentences long. Now this is your longest section, step 3. This is going to be 5 to 7 sentences, kind of depending on how long your article is. It actually could be as short as 4 sentences. You might decide to divide your article into fourths. So you're going to identify the introduction. You're going to write 1 sentence that tells me what the introduction says. Then you're going to divide the body paragraphs into 2, 3, 4, 5 sections, depending on how long that is, and compose 1 sentence to represent each section of the body of the article. And then you're going to find the conclusion, and you're going to compose one sentence that bottom lines that conclusion. So your article summary is going to be about 5 sentences long. It's going to be 1 sentence for the intro, 3 to 5 sentences for the body paragraph, and a sentence for the conclusion. And then finally, step 4, the citation. But this will go at the top when you're writing it, so don't forget to include an MLA works cited entry. This will keep you organized and on track when you compile your works cited page and when you need this information for your in-text parenthetical reference. So that is your summary, and you will do this for all 5 articles that you found. So you're going to practice writing summaries. This is what is going to be due Wednesday. If we go back to, let me go back to our announcement, which I just did. Remember, you've got this summary and paraphrase practice that's due on Wednesday. That is this assignment. So let's take a quick look. So remember, you're going to click on this article, this link, to complete this assignment. So if we go back to our slideshow, practice for writing summaries. You're going to be asked to write a practice summary and paraphrase. There's the link. I have it in this PowerPoint as well, and you're going to complete the worksheet that's attached to that assignment covering paraphrasing practice and summary practice. So you're going to complete the practice sheet and a summary of 7 to 9 sentences, just like you're going to do for your own articles. And then you're going to paraphrase the 2 following sections, and it's due by Wednesday, November 17th. So you're going to use the above information, the above guide to summarize the article. This is your practice article. And then you're going to paraphrase these 2 sections. And this is all in your due for Module 3. This is the assignment that's due on the 17th of November on Wednesday. All right, so let's go ahead and get out of there. So we go back. And again, that was your PowerPoint for writing paraphrases and summaries. And again, let's just look again at what you have due. You've got a journal due on November 17th. You've got that summary and paraphrase practice due November 17th. You've got a journal due on November 18th. And then you've got your big assignment, your thesis statement, your works cited, and your 5 summaries due on Friday, November 19th.